Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. Well, on our Live You Now broadcast, we've been getting some questions about raw food diets. Particularly, people hear all these big claims from some of its supporters. I'm not going to call anyone out, it's just part of the dogma or philosophy, if you will, about the great benefits you get from a raw diet. One of them is that if you eat a fully raw diet, the plant enzymes are not cooked and denatured, and therefore they can help aid in the human body's digestion. So I'm going to take a look at that. I'm not just going to look at the raw dogma. I'm actually going to get to the science on the matter and really see what's up with enzymes and digestion. Alright, to help us out, I found this cool little article which really just succinctly sums up in 4 points the core beliefs of the raw enzyme theory. So when trying to get to the truth of the matter regarding food, nutrition, health, get into the actual scientific data, I can think of no one better to look to than Dr. Michael Greger of nutritionfacts.org. And fortunately, he knows of several great studies done on raw food diets.
There are a number of seriously flawed myths that circulate within the raw foods community, like the belief that we only have a limited amount of enzymes in our body that somehow get used up, and so we need to consume live plant enzymes, which are deactivated by cooking.
Alright, so point number 3, debunked. Our bodies don't have this really limited, finite amount of digestive enzymes, which gets depleted every time we eat cooked food. The raw foodists say we need to eat plant enzymes to aid us. Well, the problem with that is, first, it's false. Secondly, plant enzymes pretty much get neutralized once they hit our digestive tract.
Well, they're deactivated by our stomach acid too, but even if they weren't, specific enzymes catalyze specific reactions within our body, and since we're not plants, we have no need for plant enzymes. Our body makes all the enzymes we need to function from the protein we eat, and cooking actually renders proteins more digestible.
As Dr. Greger said, plant enzymes serve as catalysts for reactions for stuff that happens in plants, not in humans. So plant enzymes, even if they're uncooked and fully raw, they serve absolutely no function or beneficial purpose inside the human body for digestion or for anything. So point number 2 is smashed. And point number 4, that the body needs to produce more enzymes than it would if we're eating a fully raw diet. Again, that's false, because plant enzymes provide absolutely no benefit whatsoever to human digestion. I know that many raw foodists assume that they're getting more nutrients from eating a fully raw diet than compared to, say, the way I eat, because their food is fully uncooked and they're getting all the minerals and nutrients and vitamins since they're not being destroyed by heating. But what really matters is not what you're putting into your body. You could be putting in tons and tons of nutrients. The real issue is how much are you actually absorbing.
It's not what you eat, though, but what you absorb. Check out this study on long-term raw foodists.
So the study had 3 groups. One eating an average Western diet, not much fruit, not much good food. A second group eating pretty much like how I do. I don't know if they were fully vegan or not, but lots of whole food, plants.
Versus a raw food diet, in which they ate, on average, a whopping 17 servings of fruits and veggies a day, leading them to have about 3 times the beta-carotene intake. But that's intake. How much of it actually got into their bloodstream?
All right, sounds interesting. Do tell us.
So who had the most beta-carotene in their bodies? Those eating 4 servings a day, 7, or 14? It was the middle group, the 7 servings a day group, because cooking can boost the absorption of phytonutrients like beta-carotene, like the cooked carrots having more antioxidants than raw. The raw foodists here were eating 17 servings a day, and basically had the same amount of this phytonutrient reaching their internal organs as those on the crappy standard diet.
So, if you've been a raw foodist because you've believed that not cooking your food prevents the nutrients from getting destroyed from heating and cooking, well, the science shows the complete opposite. Cooking your food actually allows you to absorb food and its nutrients much better. As Dr. Greger said, it's not necessarily what you eat, it's how much you absorb. And in this case, the raw foodists had the same absorption rates of beta-carotene as those on the crappy standard diet. And within the raw food community, I know there's a small but vocal group that believes that a raw food diet is superior to all forms of veganism and plant-based diets, healthier and everything. Let's see what the science says about that.
There's no good evidence that raw diets are superior to other whole foods, plant-based diets. In fact, the published evidence that does exist is fairly disappointing. The only dietary survey I'm aware of found raw food diets deficient in energy, protein, vitamins B12 and D, calcium, selenium, and zinc.
I want to make it abundantly clear here, I'm not attacking the raw food diet as a whole. If you're following it for your own personal reasons outside of what I talked about here, cool, I'm not saying you should abandon it just because I made a video. However, if you have been following a raw food diet or considering following one because of this whole enzyme theory and how you absorb more nutrients, well, science shows the complete opposite, and that's why I made this video, to just get rid of this myth, hopefully once and for all. There's absolutely no science showing that a raw food diet is healthier, that you absorb more nutrients. It's just untrue. Science shows that having some cooked food, a healthy whole food cooked food diet, gets you the best health, the best absorption of your nutrients. So anyway, that's why I made this video, and I'll probably make some more in the future discussing some of the other raw food myths, so stay tuned for that. So comment down below. I know you're gonna, so let's keep it chill, let's keep it rational. Share with me if you know of any real science, not just some guy speculating in an armchair, some real peer-reviewed research showing that a raw food diet is superior and healthier than the way, say, I eat. So let me know down below. I'm really skeptical though. Share it, hit like if you got something out of this, if you learned something about raw food diets not being as great as they might be claimed to be, and share it with a friend who is a raw foodist and you want to show them what's really up about this whole enzyme theory. And stay tuned for more from me and Angie here at Happy Healthy Vegan. So until next time, I guess raw or cooked, keep it carb, baby, keep it carb.